My hair is going crazy. I don't know what it's doing. Up on end, it needs a good cut. Probably a dye as well. Going very grey. We're in Boston today, in Massachusetts. We have docked over by the airport. Last time I was in Boston, Massachusetts, I've got my finger on the microphone. Last time I was in Boston, Massachusetts, it was so foggy that you couldn't even see like the planes landing or taking off. You could hear them, which was really eerie, but not see them. But today the weather is a beautiful, sunny, clear day. Blue skies. The only clouds in the sky are like vapor trails from aeroplanes. It's beautiful. So we didn't have any plans for here today. I wanted at one point to get to Quincy Market just because I've been before. Look at the hair, it's standing up on end, sorry. I've been here before. I went to Quincy Market, but Dave hasn't, so I knew as a foodie he'd like Quincy Market, although to be fair, he's a foodie that just can't cope with too much choice, so we did go to the same place that I went to before because it was excellent mac and cheese. I digress. So I did a search to see where Azamara drop us off in Boston, and it wasn't really clear. And usually they tell us on the newspaper it gets delivered like the day before, and it didn't come until late last night. And then when it came, it said that it dropped us off by New England Aquarium. So that's really helpful because it's really central, and it was a great place to be dropped off. So we got up this morning, went for breakfast in the main restaurant, Discoveries. It was quite busy, and then we got off and got on the shuttle bus, and it dropped us off by the New England Aquarium, like I just said. And as we were pulling up, I could see the duck tours, and I'd been looking at the duck tours on like Get Your Guide and Aviator, not Aviator, Viator, and hadn't booked them because I didn't know how far we'd have to travel to get to them, which is no problem, travelling, walking, tube, bus, whatever, but just wanted to plan and couldn't because I didn't know where where we're going to get dropped off. And so quickly booked it there and then. So we arrived there at about 10:05, and I booked for the next tour, which was 10:30. And then we got on the tour. I've forgotten how much it was. It was around about $100 for us both. But it was brilliant. It was 80 minutes, I think, 80 minutes. And we had an hilarious gentleman. Now, he was being filmed. We weren't being filmed, but he was being filmed by a little film crew that were doing a documentary about stand-up comedians and other jobs they have. So his other job was a tour guide, and at night he's a stand-up comedian. Oh my gosh, he was hilarious. He was called UK Lee, as in a ukulele, but UK Lee, and he played the ukulele on the tour, and he was really funny, really good. And it's a duck tour, so they're always good. Like an amphibious vehicle, I think, yeah. Like the one we went on in Halifax. Only Boston has loads of them, and they all go, there's 3 different parts of the city where they start. And luckily, New England Aquarium was one of them. So yeah, that was good fun. It was really good fun. We went in the river. I mean, it was great. He was really funny, and he was like picking on people, but in a really funny way, not in a nasty way at all. It was great fun, and there were kids on board, and he was great with them. And yeah, we really enjoyed it, slipping off this jet. So then after that finished, we went for lunch in Quincy Market, which was good. We had mac and cheese and ham, which was delicious. I bought the small, and I could feel Mr. No Cruise Control being like, small. The small in America is ginormous. And then he saw the large, and that was like a meal for 4. So small was large, British standards. And it was delicious. They do it in like a pan and loads of cheese and melt it, and yeah. So now we're walking that off. So we walked along the harbour trail, up and down some wharfs. It's really hot sunshine though, so it's hot walking. I'm just this is just a t-shirt, so yeah, lucky last time I came here it rained most of the time. Although I did do a tour out to Lexington and Concord last time, and Harvard. And it was annoying in Harvard. It was raining, like drizzle rain, really annoying rain where you get really wet because it's just drizzle, constant drizzle. And the tour guide asked, like the bus, if anyone still wanted to get off and do a walking tour of Harvard or not. And I'd say about 40% of us wanted to and 60% didn't. So then they didn't do it. We stayed on the bus, which was sad. I should have gone back and done one today, but no, the duck tour was so much fun. We were literally just going to walk up and down the harbour path, but when I saw the duck tours, I was like, come on, let's go and learn a bit more history about the area. And it's worth every penny. It was so much fun. I will do posts about it and a reel short about it in due course. Support these local businesses. And the comedian guy, I'll tag him in because he was excellent. And now we're walking, so we're in like a ballpark, like a baseball park here. And there's a pool actually over there as well, but it doesn't look very open. It doesn't even look like it's got water in. Let me show you. Yeah, a pool there. There's a gentleman playing basketball. Then there's a baseball court there. The river's there. And it's more of a boardwalk. This is quiet though. It just seems to be locals in this part. As the memorial. Oh, me again. A memorial of a battle with us. Well, I say us, you, the English and the Americans. There's that memorial thing there. Ah. Yeah, we're going to walk along the harbourfront more now. The last bus back to the ship is at 4:30, I think, and all aboard 5:30, I think. I've got the thing to check, but we'll be back way before that, just because just because we're scary cats and don't ever want to be late. And then tonight is the white night, so that should be nice. And then tomorrow we go to Martha's Vineyard, which I'm very excited about. Sadly, it's also the last day of our cruise. After that, we stop in New York and come home. Sad. But luckily, I've only got a few days of work until I go again. And I'll take you with me for that as well. Hopefully, reception permitting. It's going to be in the sort of high parts of Scotland, so we'll see.